welcome back, Burrow folk. Welcome any new guests. We are here with some... Ooh, if my controller decides that it wants to connect. We'll be here with some Backpack Hero. Come on, controller. I know you can do it. There we go. It decided to connect eventually. Why are we having a rave? You're throwing more items into the pile of items that's behind me. But yes, we are back with Backpack Hero. A lovely little roguelike game where you play the mouse called Purse, and we delve into the dungeon and we get to build our lovely little village, Haversack Hill, which we are. I've got my massive magic backpack. I also don't have much in the way of items at the moment. You've got to clean your room, but you don't wanna. Well, this is not going to help you. Because this game is all about making an absolute mess. Head pat. So my head pat is not automated, unfortunately, but I believe... Is it going to work? Oh, it's not going to work. They want me to make a workshop. Let me know when the carpenter shop's built. Can I do the head pat? Yeah, the head pat doesn't work. Weird. Hang on a second. I did set it up correctly. See, it does. I can make it work. I just have to be on VTube Studio to do it, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Because my other shortcuts work regardless of what I'm on. Like, I'm pretty sure I can... Oh no, apparently when I'm on this game I can't... Weird. Okay. My shortcuts do not work when I'm selected into Backpack Hero. That is very strange. Oh, now you need a moustache. I've been given a moustache. Oh, bo 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 bo. Bo 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 bum 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 bum. Ho ho ho, French accent. My terrible French accent. Sure, you have buildings, but I think the grass is about to take over this place. That's why I'm here. I have travelled across Alderia and I am an expert in hiking and trails. Anytime you need new pathways, please stop by. Speaking of travels, there are many challenges that animals undertake in the dungeon. I know animals will post bounties for special runs. Perhaps you could build a bounty board. So she wants me to build bounty boards, but she'll also help me make paths. Ooh, paths help expand the usable area around my structures. Huh. So you're meant to be cleaning your room and you want to play on Nintendo, but you don't want to move to get your Nintendo because that would involve going through your room. So what you do is you clear your room and then play your Nintendo as the reward. Sounds reasonable. Paths between all my buildings. Hooray, I can build farmland now. Stone path. Hmm. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, I did not want to build. I thought farm would be bigger, which is why I kind of spaced these farms out a little bit. But farm is actually tiny. Farmland is tiny, which is very weird. Hehe. But you're not going to clean your room. Oh dear. Hey kid, with all the work you had to do around here, you decided building a tavern was the most important, huh? As a bartender, I can't complain. I decided to name the place too. It's the Chirping Sparrow. Hey kid, the tavern is bustling these days. Hey kid, I heard you found a letter with bird script. Let me have a look at it. Yup, that's bird script alright. Or some of your rodents say chicken scratch. It's a bounty from the bird kingdom. Wanted dead or alive. First, this isn't just any bounty. Before I came to Haversack Hill, I wasn't just a world-class chef in the bird empire. I thought he was a bartender. Now he's a world-class chef as well. Indeed, I was a member of the rebel group against the evil bird emperors. No, you moved to get your Nintendo, now there's even less reason to clean your room. Our leader, the patriarch of the noble Robin family, was sadly killed not long ago when I was forced to flee. And this bounty is for his son, Satchel. Weird name. Given that my character's name is also Purse, but there you go. I may have abandoned my kingdom, but never my loyalty to the Robin family. Hi, Panda Ice. Take this family flute and find him. It says here that he was last seen in the brambles at the top of the dungeon. You need to go to the brambles, Purse. We have to find Satchel before they kill him. Potential playable character? This town needs a savior. I believe it can be you. I've completed archery training, but there is still much to learn. Build this so we have more. Build a Fletcher's. We can research new bows and arrows there. Yes, because my last run was me using a bow and arrow to do some weird stuff. What have I got at the moment? Yeah, it was a composite bow, an arrow, and a crooked arrow, and then a bunch of coral. And this one's my general store to sell a bunch of stuff. That. Can't be sold. That one. That one. build the Fletchers, or I can't quite... Oh, I can build the bounty board. Red Tusk. You start with these items, you must keep them for your run. Ice cream. Do an ice cream run. To the dungeon. So we've got Windmill 1, where we can unlock the Verdant Energy. I need to carry a windmill with me the whole time. Ooh, nice! Well, you are band organizer, manager? Official greeter, so it makes sense. Unlock another. I unlock windmill 2. Yeah, we'll do the windmill. Band greeter, exactly. So we'll put the windmill there. I guess that's a pretty standard layout. Ooh, I'm not going to the bramble, so I'm not sure I need that. I don't need the meal, it's consumable. Next to the bramble. There we go. Dum, 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 dum. So I've brought... Ooh, a chest of valuables. Enemies. Some kind of danger. Let's go to the chest. Club is 9 damage, adds 3 something. Oh, weak. That's just a symbol for weak. To enemies, +1 to the energy cost for this turn. And that's 7 damage. I think the club is more... Club is also smaller. Which means I can wear a shoe hat. I've got a shoe hat on now. I don't remember how I interact with the person. There we go. So they're going to attack me for 16 total. And I've got 3 energy. So make sure that I protect myself with the double shield. And they're going to do 8 total. Yeah, I'll just protect myself a bunch. Again, 8 damage. keep myself going. Right, the windmill means extra energy carries over. Me being silly. Plunk. Me forgetting exactly what the windmill does, and it's the whole reason why I took the club, because I can just take the excess to the next round. They're going to hit me for 6, so I want to make sure I've got enough armour. And then carry that excess energy through to the next round to get an extra club hit through. Ooh, or they're going to hit me for nothing and nothing, so I guess we just do a double club. And they're going to try and hit me for nothing again, but put 15 armour on, so we want to get a good couple of hits in. Because now we've got to break through their 15 armour. Which we did. Nice. We did it! And because we leveled up, we get to unlock 4 spaces. And now we can reorganise stuff a little bit. Oh. Get items. Okay. We get an item for each row above this. You get +1 block. Sunray Rapier, which cares about sunlight stuff. Acidic Potion. Some of the cleavers, which are just kind of nice, but I don't know if I'll be using those very often. Shifts are just funny. On taking damage, you add 7 spikes to self. I think we want the boots. Oh. How do I rotate? Like that. There we go. My windmill is on its side now. And I've got 2 slots to put extra things in. Sure, we can just put a random shiv in there. And a random cactus in there. Just fill up our inventory again full of stuff. What actually was this? Oh, right. The Vision of Danger is... that's the boss I'm going to be fighting at the end of this section. When's the Getting Over It stream? Well, we're going to hit me for 16, so I'm going to need a bunch of armour to defend myself. I'm going to try and hit me for 7, so I want to make sure that I use my shield again. I'm going to try and hit for 10, so I can drop enough armour. And then they're going to hit me for nothing, so I can just do a full round of just poking at them. Nice! Another victory! I can now gain some more items. We've got ring, adds 5 maximum health. There is a ring that, when a diagonal shield is used, adds 1 block. Interesting. The candle clear burn must be played on an item. On use, remove 100% of all status effects on self. On use adds 8 haste to self and 2 weak to self. I don't know about that. The cactus exists, but I don't know if I want it. Cool, so the Guardian Ring now works for this shield. So it makes it a shield that adds 9 armour. I don't know if I care about any of the rest of it. So I can only carry with me through rounds the things that I can fit in my bag. And then when I level up I unlock more space in my bag. So currently not super helpful. There's something here to collect. Oh, again 5 health. There's an unknown something here. It is using binary. The walls split open. Inside you can see a vast abyss. Green eyes peer in. You recognise them as the eyes of a predator. Strange sounds echo from the place, and an offer is made. I can either take the rare item for a curse, or I cannot. We like the risk. 2 items appear in front of you, but a horrible curse has been placed upon you. The eyes give no sign of emotion. What are the cool items? There's a cursed shield. Interesting. On use, add 10 to block. Add 1 dodge to all enemies. So the shield is the curse, so I have to take that with me. And the reward we get is a bunch of rubbish, I think. I'll swap those round, so that's a diagonal shield again. Oh, thank you for dropping in, Panda Ice. A legendary emerald bracelet. It's conductive, and for each adjacent curse, you get 1 energy. Maybe more energy is nicer. Each combat add 1 energy. And then we get the treasure, which we cannot carry because we've got too much stuff. Well, I've brought it to the bramble. Shells and crabs. They're going to try and hit me for 15? 15. It's teasing time. No, don't bully me. No. Also, welcome, Sir Louis. So I definitely want the curse shield to go up. And we can do a couple of hits with the club. And we gain a bunch of energy. They're going to try and hit me for 6, so I will still want to use the shield. And then carry that 1 energy through to the next. Just a little bit. Slimes. What do the slimes do? Create goo in all adjacent spaces. Where? And when destroyed, destroys all adjacent hazards. Sure. Is it gonna... I realised I didn't actually need my controller for this, because if anything the controller is a little bit janky when it comes to selecting certain things, so we're just going to ignore that and not use so much. Oh my god, this green snail just healed all of its health. And this goo might actually just destroy everything. Well, this is bad. The goo is erasing all of my items. Ah, I can get rid of it all. Okay, that's better. I forgot that I could use an energy to click on the goo. We're fighting this crab. Welcome, Sunsu. I'm doing good. Playing some Backpack Hero. What's a mouse's favourite game? Hide and Streak. DVB. It's going to try and hit me for 3, which I can just take. So I can use the extra energy for an extra club hit. And then again it's going to try and hit me for 1, so I can just beat it up with the club. We have more boot hats, which I don't want. Big sun I don't need. I mean, currently my inventory is just very full, so I don't think I'm taking any of these items. I just have a very full inventory. And again, a bunch of materials and food, because we are venturing through the dungeon, and all my farms and stuff are getting me stuff. Ooh, a merchant selling goods. Hello, friend. Masonry tools, spiked scale. A shiv, a tunic, a dart. What mouse leaves blue marks everywhere? A Bluetooth mouse. Oh no, not the Bluetooth. I don't want any of these items. I also don't know how long I have to take this instrument with me. Welcome to my game show. Roll the dice, you can stop at any time. Take your current level item. But if you go over 12, you'll be cursed. 3. I don't actually want any of these items, so I don't know why I'm rolling for them. Sure. I can't take it with me. It's gone. Again, I'm doing a bunch of stuff and I don't need any of it. I did that. That. When you deal 7 damage, plus 1 damage this combat each turn. Is it better than my club, or not as good as my club? Oh, the 3 week was actually doing a lot. Oh, thank you for the hydrate, Dead Rice. What do mice eat on their birthdays? Cheesecake. I do love cheesecake. no, Sun Tzu! Why would you do that to yourself? That's a disaster waiting to happen. Okay, so I opened up all these lovely items and I can't really use any of them. Although, I don't really need the shoe hat. I could just take a ring that gives me 5 extra health. Just have a top row full of rings. Because I'm using this shield every turn and it gives me a lot of armour. And extra energy. I can just take no armour and just have this one shield. So it's going to hit for 369, but I can do that and I'm on 11 now. Oh, and also I can hit it and weaken it, which then means I don't take anything. Me forgetting that my club has weaken 3. Plonk. 11 armour. Hehehe. Plonk. Plonk. Shield just because. Oh, I should have carried that. I don't know why I did that. I didn't carry through the spare energy. When I don't need to use the shield, I need to make sure I'm not using the shield. Reduce that down again. I reduced it down to 6, so instead I'll do that. This guy's stealing all my money. And I need him to not. So I'm going to get rid of him. Whack, whack, shield. Keep myself on as much health as I can. Whack, whack. Woohoo, level up. Because now we get more space. Oh yeah. So much space. And now I get items, which includes a boot hat. So I can retake a boot hat. Pop the club there, pop the shoes there. Pop some food in the side. Sure. And then I can run back to the shop. My friend, I now have space for things. Have some food. I will take the shiv. That's 4. A shield is not armour. Tai Chi ruler melee weapon on kill adds 5 burn to self. Maybe not. Gem accessory rare. Adjacent shields get +1 spikes to self. That's kind of funny. Can't afford. No. It costs 20. I could sell the boot hat again. Adjacent weapons get -1. So we do that. There we go. There we go. Yeah. Efficiency. So this is one where we have to pick a path. So we either go this way to whatever the collecting valuable is, or we get the health pool and this chest of valuables, which I think is more interesting. Chest of valuables has some fish in it. Fish. Fish. We have fish. And then we go up here, we click on the lovely healing thing. And now we're much more better off. So I guess if I want to make you happy, for a date, I'll have to make you do a famous cheesecake. Famous cheesecake. Well, if it's that famous, then I might have to try some. see other people gushing over the music. Instead, you're met with people who think anything made past in the past 29 years or so is terrible. Well. Oh, his cloak billows as he steps out from the shadows. We can make a trade, you and I, he says. You know risks are involved. So I give him an item and I get a different item of the same rarity. I could give him the fish, the uncommon fish. Let's give him the uncommon fish. He takes your item and from his cloak pulls a replacement. He gave me a gold cleaver. Sure. It's an extra weapon to hit people with. Put all my weapons up in the same spot. More enemies. So they've got 16 health total. But if I club that one, it goes down to 3, which is 13. I can then club them again, use the shield, and poke with the shiv. They dodged the shiv. Okay. So 7 is how much I'm going to be taking, so we hit them with the club, and now I'm only taking 1, which means my current armour is perfectly fine. And we want to make sure that this cleric bird goes away. There we go. And then the rabbit robot runs off. They're going to try and hit me for 7, but if I hit them with my club, it goes down to 4. If I hit them with my club again, it goes down to 1. I like this weaken weapon. It's good. They're going to hit me for nothing and nothing. Because they've got weakness 7. And I can just keep it going by hitting them with the club a bunch more times. They're on weakness 13, that ticks down to 12. Yeah! Nice simple victory. A guarding band. So this gold cleaver actually does nothing for me. There's a sweaty dowel, which is apparently a shield? What did this do for shields? Wait, does it take item? Yeah, it does. So I don't want that. On taking damage you get 2 haste. None of these are actually going to do anything for me, so I'll keep the gold cleaver for now. Then we'll grab another fish. Poison potion, debuff potion, acidic potion. Yep, don't want any of those. I see a pouch full of rewards and instead just take a fish. My house looks like a hat. Okay. Small key, evil hand. Glove armor curse adds 2 rage to self. Pulls item closer. If the item cannot be moved closer, it will be destroyed. Ooh, no. No, I didn't get the Archangel armor. Instead I got a dart. Which I don't really care about. Thanks, buddy. You got me nothing. Ooh, okay. Poke. Poke. Shield. Poke. Yeah. And poke again. Make sure I use my shield. Shiv it to this individual again, but he dodged it. They've all got a bunch of dodge. Ow, actually took damage, that's no fun. Ooh, when defeated adds 5 gold, but I didn't defeat them quick enough, so... Yeah. Yeah. Nope. Yeah. Extra chaos. Flamey does do good with chaos. Deals with chaos handily for each hazard below. Blocks 1. Sells for 10 extra shield. Treasure in Haversack Hill. Treasure is always good. Melee weapon uncommon, don't really care about that. No, machetes are big and bulky. I'm not taking much of these items. Flour for 5 experience points. And I gain more materials and more food. Haha! Ooh, so there's the boss enemy, the Bandit Lord. Which I guess we're just going straight for. Hello, Bandit Lord, you're going to try and hit me for 14. What if I put some weakness on you? Put a bit more weakness on you. You're now going to try and hit me for 8, which is plenty. Oh, smoke plume. When destroyed, creates smoke puffs in spaces in this row. When your turn ends, it's destroyed. On use, it's destroyed. Okay. That's probably fine. Because if I can just keep reducing them with weakness, then they'll never actually hit me. So I shouldn't need the boots. I just need to keep hitting them with weakness. Oh, they're going to try and smoke bloom again. Hooray, we have a system. A system of just clubbing them over the head. Mind explaining the game? Yeah, so this is Backpack Hero. As you can tell, we have an inventory. It's a roguelike where we travel through the dungeon. So we go through a map that our little main character Purse here has created herself. Currently I've given her the costume of a little snaggletooth cave mouse. Or a saber-toothed snake cave mouse. As you explore the dungeon, you can find different enemies. Currently this is the boss level of the Bramble, which is this specific setting. It's the alternate first zone that I unlocked. And this is the boss. Whenever you stumble across an enemy, you have an amount of action points, represented by this little green pip. And you've got your, obviously, your health bar. You can do an amount of actions required for the various items. So my main weapon here that I've got... so the run that I'm doing, specifically, is called the Windmill Run. And so under these smoke puffs there is an item called the Windmill that takes up 2 slots next to each other. And what that does is any action points that you don't use carry over to your next round. So for instance, if I just passed my turn here, I would have these 3 action points to use next round, on top of the 3 that I get renewed at the top of the round. I get an extra 1 because I have this emerald bracelet next to a cursed item, which gets me 1 extra energy. If I had it next to more cursed items, it would get me more energy because it gets me +1 energy per cursed item that it's adjacent to. But currently it's only next to my cursed shield, which whenever I use it costs 1 AP. It gives me 10 block, 1 dodge to all enemies, but then it also gets 1 spikes because I've got this spiked scale next to it. Which also gives my adjacent weapons -1 damage, but all my weapons are over here, so they're not adjacent to it. That is pretty cursed. It gives them all extra dodges, but it gives me a bunch of block, so that's fine. and I can remove the dodge by hitting them with a shiv, or making sure I use the curse shield last in my turn. So, not too bad. It gets one extra block from the Guardian Ring, which when placed diagonally to a shield gives +1 block. So as you can see there, it's got the yellow checkered outline you can kind of see past the reminder box. And similarly there, because it's adjacent, and because it's adjacent, it marks that they are triggering. I've then also got this ring that gives me 5 extra maximum health. I've got some boots, which when they're at the bottom... Eggy mice! Where did we get eggy mice from? But yeah, these boots when they don't have smoke puffs on, because this bandit lord is using a smoke attack, which then puts smoke puffs on all the items in a row. But yes, the boots, when they're on the bottom row, get me 1 armour for every row above them, which currently is 3. So when they're not covered in smoke, I would get 3 armour by default. The flute is the Robin family flute, which I got told about from a quest a second ago. Like one of my town NPCs was like, the heir to the Robin family, which is the royal family for the kingdom of Orderia, is lost in the brambles somewhere. So I'm taking this flute through the brambles in the hopes of finding them. Then I've got some treasure, some fish to take back to my town, and a bunch of weapons. The first of which is the club, which is my main one that I'm carrying around. So whenever I hit the enemy, they take 9 damage. This then costs 1 extra action to use an extra time. And also it gives them weakness 3, which you can see stacking down here. So currently the enemy has weakness 20. And every turn it ticks down. But multiple uses then make their attacks weaker. So it reduces the damage they would deal. I've got a shiv that is a free use once per turn to deal 2 damage. And I've got this gold cleaver which cares about being near other cleavers. I'm going to sell it when I get the chance. I'm just sort of carrying it for the sake of carrying it at the moment. But yes, so I've currently got them into a lock of... They've got so much weakness on them that all of their attacks are going to deal 0 damage. So it's only really the smoke plumes that I need to worry about. Because I can just sit here and repeatedly club him. Every turn I can just go club, club, shiv, club, club, shiv, club, club, shiv. And he'll never actually hit me for damage. Which means I don't need to use the shield. I'm going to try putting it there this time. There we go, because now my boots are active and then it should place it on every other slot. Which means my windmill won't be active, but my boots will be again. Not that I need them, because my club, club, shiv playstyle. Yes, very London style. One of the runs that I had in my last playthrough of this. So I'm continuing my playthrough from before, which is why my village has a bunch of stuff in it. But the actual dungeon delving is roguelike, so you kind of pick a type of run and you just go with that. And as you level up, you expand your backpack out, which gives you more space to hold more things. But one of the rounds that I had before, I had loads and loads of shivs. And so I was literally just walking around with a bunch of shivs and going, I'm not going to spend any action points because I'm just going to go shiv, 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 past the turn. And it was very silly. But this one is also quite silly because I'm literally like they're healing themselves and I'm just going club, club, shiv, club, club, shiv. Yes. Because they keep healing themselves, it is taking a very long time to beat them up. But they're going through the rotation of attack and smoke. 3 attacks, heal themselves. Which means I am eventually getting there. And we did it. We beat the boss of this floor. So I won. Which then lets me dig through my bag for new items. Potentially. Potentially some nice rewards. Oh, I leveled up. That's what it was. So I can expand down there so the boots can give me 1 extra armour. I guess I can just keep expanding downwards. Yeah, we can do that. And that's it. Between fights you can rearrange your inventory as much as you like, so you can just like move things about. And you can rotate them around, and you can just kind of fiddle about with trying to find the optimal way to have your inventory. Which currently the only thing that really matters is that my shield is next to these, and that my boots are at the bottom. They're the only positioning based items that I've got. And then we've got a chest of valuables, which completed our quest. So we have now unlocked the quest Windmill 2. We have unlocked the new item Verdant Energy. Shift the boss in the liver. Which is a legendary accessory that adds 1 energy, and each turn moves to a random space above, and when combat ends, it turns around. So it jumps forwards, and then it spins about and jumps downwards. Or it spins and jumps to the left, and then spins and jumps to the bottom, and then spins and jumps to the right. Very odd. You want to build a little maze for your frog legendary item. But yeah, we finished our run, so we're back to town. I don't think I have any interesting... Did I complete something? No, the library was just telling me I've got those things. Oh. Oh, I haven't got enough people in town to destroy this piece of wall. Build lots of farm. Oh, I have been fridged. Up onto the fridge. None of the townsfolk have new things for me to do. So I guess I'll go look at the bounty board again.